Pause for a second. Think about your past relationships. Have you ever noticed that the face changes? The name changes. But the story stays exactly the same? The same chaos. The same emotional roller coaster. The same explosive ending. Let me ask you something uncomfortable. What if it's not bad luck? What if it's not coincidence? What if you're not choosing wrong? What if your brain is deliberately choosing the same person in a different body? Here's the truth no one tells you. Your brain doesn't chase love. It chases what feels familiar, even if that familiarity is pain. And the most dangerous part? That pain can feel like safety. Stay with me. Because by the end of this video, you'll understand why your attraction patterns aren't random, and how to finally break the cycle. 1. Why the brain craves chaos. Your nervous system was trained long before your first relationship. If early emotional bonds involved inconsistency, emotional neglect, fear, or instability, your brain learned to associate love with stress. So as an adult, your mind doesn't ask, "Is this person healthy for me?" It asks, "Does this feel familiar?" The emotional center of the brain can misread familiar trauma as a signal of safety rather than danger. That's why calm, emotionally available people can feel boring, while unpredictable ones feel magnetic. It's not chemistry. It's conditioning. 2. Dopamine, stress, and fake chemistry. Here's where biology hijacks attraction. When someone gives mixed signals, pulling you close, then disappearing, your brain releases dopamine and stress hormones together. That chemical cocktail creates intensity. Your brain labels it as passion. But in reality, you're not bonding through love. You're bonding through survival arousal. This is what creates trauma bonds, when emotional pain and attraction become inseparable. High stress gets mistaken for deep connection. 3. Why you keep choosing the same partner. Your brain is constantly scanning people. Not consciously. Subconsciously. It looks for emotional patterns that match your earliest attachments. Not because they're good for you, but because they're recognizable. Healthy partners often get filtered out early, because they don't trigger that familiar emotional spike. Chaos feels exciting. Peace feels unfamiliar. And unfamiliar feels unsafe to a nervous system trained on instability. 4. The physical cost of repeated emotional wounds. This pattern doesn't just affect your heart. It affects your body. Chronic relationship stress keeps your system in fight or flight. Over time, this leads to anxiety, emotional exhaustion, poor sleep, burnout, physical inflammation. The brain keeps repeating the same relationship pattern, hoping for a different ending, same variables, same outcome. This is repetition compulsion, the brain's misguided attempt to heal old wounds by reopening them. 5. Breaking the neural pattern. Here's the shift that changes everything. You don't break the cycle by finding a new person. You break it by changing your response. The moment you feel extreme intensity, obsession, anxiety disguised as attraction, pause. That's not love activating. That's an old wound lighting up. Learn to slow down. Observe instead of reacting. Let calm last long enough to register as safe. When your nervous system learns that peace isn't a threat, your attraction patterns begin to change. 6. Conscious love. Real love doesn't feel like chaos. It feels steady, grounded, safe. And remember this: the relationships that start with the most intensity often end with the most damage. Love isn't supposed to hurt to feel real. The moment you stop chasing emotional spikes is the moment you become available for real connection.